Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the best of good things.
This week we're talking about lots of people seem to go out of town this weekend. My friend Destiny went to Culin. Have you heard of anybody going out of town?
I haven't heard of anybody going out of town, and normally with our family, we don't go out of town during like spring breaks or something.
Yeah, same way in my family. No one goes out except for holidays like Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Well, I didn't go out of town this weekend, and normally we don't unless we're going on vacation, but that's in the summer, and that's an entirely different thing. But, like, people I know that went out of town were, like, my friend Destiny, I don't know. She's the only one that really came to mind then.
Well, I know one person's good thing, which is my best friend Colton Anderson, and his birthday is going to be celebrated by going to Disneyland.
Cool.
Yeah, my birthday was quite a bit ago.
Oh, wow. Well, we gotta go now, so see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to another week with A to Z Podcast. Today we are going to be talking about the attendance report for Friday, March 24th, 2017 at Poplar Bluff Junior High.
There are a total of 58 students absent. 51 of those students had no excuse, and 7 of those students, their parents called in.
In all, there are a total of 10 students tardy to first hour and 5 students late to school that day.
There are 8 students out of school suspension and 1 student that was put in ISS throughout the day.
On Friday in first hour, the attendance percentage was 90.5%. As the day went by, the total percentage was 91.2%.
This concludes this week's podcast.
See you next week back with Alexis and Zoe.
It's Clarissa
and Gracie singing at ya. So today on Singing at Ya, we're going to be talking about the dancing in the musical.
So, like we said last week, we've been starting choreography, but we've started more partner dancing because we've learned all the regular choreography. And also after school, we've been adding more of the people into it, so it's becoming a bigger practice each week.
We've been adding more dances. So we have gotten our dates for April, and turns out we have changed our performance dates to May 20th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, May 21st at 2:30 p.m.
Yeah, they were in the first week of May. They were the 5th and 6th, but we decided to change it from a Friday, Saturday to a Saturday, Sunday. That way more people's family could get to the performance, and we'd have more time to rehearse and just overall be ready for the people that are going to come, because we want to give them our best performance and just make it overall really something to remember. So that's all the time we have this week, but next week we'll be singing at ya.
It's Isabel.
And Alyssa, so speak up!
Hi guys, it's another week of Speak Up, and this week we're going to be talking about different forms of bullying. So, we all know the different bullyings, up to cyberbullying or, face-to-face, but there are 2 different kinds, which is physical and emotional. And physical, emotional, we can kind of understand what that is, and, there are 2 different things, but the thing they have in common is that the person getting bullied, it has the same impact.
What happens to that person is they become depressed and they think that self-harm or taking their own lives is the way out of it, but it honestly isn't. And I really do hate bullying. So how do you feel, Alyssa?
I feel that bullying is such a very harmful thing, up to like cyberbullying or just at school or just anything. Any type of bullying to me is very hurtful. It can cause very emotional and physical changes to the victim, and it can just cause a very big impact and a bad impact. That's it, guys. Tune in for another week of Speak Up.
Welcome to the SAP!
Today on this tab we'll be interviewing two 7th grade students, and their names are
Morgan Pyle.
Kason Henderson.
So what are your thoughts on dress code?
I think it's like a little bit not smart because like it's not smart that we can't wear tank tops because of our shoulders. And yeah.
And I agree with Morgan. It's too strict that you can't wear tank tops because it gets hot in the summertime, and I mean, who wants to wear long sleeves or just really long short sleeves?
Have you or your friends ever violated the dress code, and how?
Yeah, me and my friends have violated the dress code because we've worn tank tops because it's hot, and our shorts, we've worn shorts even though they say not to really, and yeah.
Couple of my friends have too. They have wore too short of tank tops and very short shorts.
Have you seen anybody in school violating the dress code, and if so, how have they violated it? I've seen people in school violate the dress code by wearing too short of shorts or wearing tank tops and crop tops.
I have also seen people violate the dress code, and they wear too short shorts, tank tops, and sometimes in PE they don't wear shirts.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you
Next week on the SAP.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another weekly podcast. Today we will be talking about soccer and volleyball. For volleyball, the 8th grade and 7th grade girls had a volleyball tournament this weekend, and the 8th grade girls came out with a win over Gideon in the championship in 3 sets. And now over to Tommy Holland.
And for the soccer team, the boys soccer team had their first game this weekend on Sunday. It was at 5 o'clock. And they beat the Brooklyn Bearcats 9-1 with Hayden Benerski scoring the first goal off of an assist from Tommy Holland. There was only one yellow card handed out to our team for Alex Ketcher's side. Hayden and Alex both scored hat tricks, which means you score 3 goals in one game. And the boys soccer team will have another game Tuesday at 7 o'clock in Jonesboro. And the girls will have another game. They will have their first game, actually, in Jonesboro as well, Saturday.
Hey guys, so today's podcast is going to be about internet usage in the school.
We are all required to sign an internet usage agreement before we get our MacBooks, but not everyone actually fulfills it.
Irresponsible usage of the internet will result in disciplinary action such as becoming a day user and losing privileges altogether.
Some kids also figure out the password to the internet to use on their cell phones.
If you see someone irresponsibly using their internet, remind them to get on task.
If reminding them doesn't work, speak up to teachers or adults about the issue. Just a friendly reminder, now teachers can also see your MacBook and Chromebook screens.
And in academic lab, instead of using your time to play games, use your time to study or to do homework.
Welcome back to the Pet Peeve Podcast. We're back today again, just us. I'm here with Jordan.
Yeah, and today the pet peeve we have is whenever we have a substitute and the teacher comes back and one kid was acting up and she gets mad at the whole class, or he, I guess, because just that one kid doesn't do his work and just acts up in class, and then everyone else gets their work done, and then she just goes ballistic on all of us.
Yeah, so, and then after the class hour or whatever, with the actual teacher after the day of the substitute, you just want to beat up that kid so bad.
You just don't want to show up to the classroom because
you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you just know that the instant you walk in there, you're gonna get yelled at for something that you didn't do.
Yeah, and this happens. Like almost every day we have a sub. Like if we have a sub in a classroom, it's usually gonna happen, and it's really annoying. Unless it's like a really good class, but that's usually not the case. You're usually with like bad classes.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it kind of sucks. But tune in next week for the next Pet Peeve podcast. We hope to see you guys again. All right.